From out of nowhere, seems like we went from the West Nile virus to the Zika virus, which makes composition DNA changes in the birth defects of those from generations to pass on to. Not only that, we have this mysterious sea lice outbreak on the Gulf Coast in the Atlantic Ocean that leaves larvae in the skin of those and the cause and the effect of it. We also have these clinging jellyfish that have come along the Atlantic coast. Small, little, transparent, clinging jellyfish about the size of a dime, as you can see. Not only do we have these, we have not forgotten about the mysterious Lone Star tick that changes the composition, and also your allergies for meats and dairies, even causing heart failure. But the Bible says the characteristics of those who carry my word on their hearts, soul, and mind shall not be touched. Even with the superbug that has just reached the U.S. And the new one that they mysteriously have found in bacteria in the waters of Rio's waters. So worried about the Olympics and where they're going to have it now. But even though they say they just found it, is that true? Because if you look at this right here, UK report in 2014 says they found it 2 years earlier. See the lies and the deception? Not only do we have to worry about that, the scriptures state worry about the things that you consume and the superbugs that they've only reported for a short time that was found in things such as this right here.
Of its gold medal and signature kitchens flour because of possible E. coli contamination. After an outbreak sickened 38 people in 20 states. ABC's chief health and medical editor, Dr. Richard Besser, is here with much more on this. And this is rare for flour to be linked to E. coli.
It is rare. You know, I started my career at the CDC as an outbreak investigator of foodborne disease outbreaks. And flour is one of those things you would never see because flour you eat cooked. And baking, frying is going to kill any germs that happen to be in there.
So what do you think went on here?
Well, you know, they're going to have to look to see was there a problem in the production of the flour in one of their mills. But when you look at how contamination and illness takes place in the kitchen, it's often eating something raw that should be cooked. So raw cookie dough, you know, that was always a problem from the eggs in there. That's a possibility. And then cross-contamination in the kitchen. If you're using flour, did it get on the surface, and then when they went to clean it up, that flour then contaminated something that was eaten raw.
So tell us what are the most common sources of foodborne illnesses.
Yeah, well, flour doesn't make the list. If you look at the top groups, fruit and vegetables is number one, and there leafy green vegetables is the big culprit. Meat and poultry, chicken is really big, dairy and eggs, and then fish and shellfish. But flour doesn't hit that because of it's a safe food. And if you practice good habits in your kitchen, if you're really meticulous about not keeping your raw foods in with your meats and you're washing your hands, you're going to stay safe.